All right. Okay. So we're here. We're gonna be cooking for the next hour or so. So as I mentioned during yesterday's stream, we're gonna work with identified here. We're gonna make a character right from the ground up. I have an idea how I want to go with this. Uh, we need a foil to Isaac up until Venus Lighthouse. Long story short, we're gonna have Isaac deal with the government. So luckily, we do have a mugshot. So this will be hard just because I don't know what to base her model off. It's not the same as her heart was just a Frankenstein's monster that actually ended up working. This time around, we're gonna keep things strictly to GBA, so we're not gonna be going crazy. So I think I might use Jenna as a model. Then we'll go from there. The main thing right now is we're gonna try to. I haven't come up with any ideas with how I want to progress with that section of the game. We're still not even close, but definitely we'll have Isaac and Co. in trouble with certain nations. Let's make her a knight character. Yeah, because the soldiers are pretty much mooks in this series. Okay. So let's use Jenna as a base and we'll go from there. Game assets. We're using Jenna as a base because Jenna's limbs are easy to work with compared to everybody else. If it was Mia, hell no. Mia's just there's way too much happening with Mia's model. But let me just look at my assets before we even do anything, just to be on the safe side. Hmm. You know, yeah, we can get this to work with Jenna. How about we do this weird hybrid of yeah, I have an idea. All right, we're gonna do a weird hybrid of Golden Sun 1 Jenna and Golden Sun 2 Jenna sprites. Okay, so let's start with the front image. That's her with Onk. We don't need that. We don't need that. Antagonists. Oh fuck. Not a big deal. Party. Just need a front image. Okay. Let's do this. There's gonna be a lot of things this could be happening. Okay. Copy. Wait a minute. Let me just look at the other assets real quick, just in case. Actually, no. Let's do Sheba. Yeah, we can do Sheba. Sheba will be fine. It's gonna be kind of weird, but we can get this to work. Yeah. I'll just have to make something for Sheba later, which is fine. We don't have to worry about her for a long ass time. We have to do a lot of funky stuff with this though. I'll have to come up with a name for her later too, but we'll cross that bridge when we cross that bridge. So I want to make her a knight. Let's see. The only problem with Shiva's sprite is it's very aggressive when she's holding her weapon in this manner. So I have to do some funky stuff. But it's just like Ivan, her sprites are awesome. Alright. So here's what I want to do. I'll have to take some assets from Ghost Army. We'll give her Greaves. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be talking to myself for a while. I like thinking aloud. Right. Open in a window. Okay. It shouldn't be that crazy, but that's this can work. This can actually work. Holy shit, this will actually work. The only problem is, like I said, I just don't know what I'm gonna call her. Oh, yes, no! Alright, give it a second. Unfortunately, my stream just cut off for like a second there. I'm still in the hotel. By May, I'll be back. But there are certain times where this is not perfect. It'll just randomly cut off. Right. So let's reduce the size a little. Well, first of all, before we even do that, this actually works. Let's just reduce a little tiny bit of this. Not a lot, just a little tiny bit. I'll let people decide what they want to call her. No. Is there anything over there? Yes. So here's what we're going to do. Nope, there's nothing over there actually. Oh my god, this actually fucking works. So here's what I have to do. Let's grab this. We'll just have to reduce it a little tiny bit. So here's what we can do. No. Okay. We'll just take this little section right here. It's... No. Okay. You have to at least got that done. All right. Interesting. That's weird. What am I doing? Those are very awkward colors. Very, very awkward. No. I'll have to come back to that in a sec. Alright, song switch. Time for this to get like super copyrighted. That's too much. That's actually way too much. It's a lot of Street Fighter. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking. Oh. This theme. Unfortunately, we're not gonna do that. So what I have to do is I'm just gonna have to just paint her hair just like just straight up all yellow. That's what I'm gonna probably have to do. Okay, let's look at this one more time. Colors do you have? Okay, that's what we'll do. This is the darkest one that you have. You're really being a pain in the ass, aren't you? What the fuck? Oh, you're doing that again. I hate when that happens. Yes. That's so annoying. Sometimes a sprite does that. Like, even though I have the pencil tool selected, it's erasing. So what I have to do put this on my desktop. Let's call this unknown new character for now, and just give me a moment to actually figure it out. Unknown new character. I'll have people just figure it out later. All right. Like I said, it's just with her, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass because of how Shiva is as a character. Like, her model is just very, very annoying to deal with. Very, very annoying. Okay, we're back. Alright, so I think we should be good to go now. That's still really annoying that that happened, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get your Sprite back in. Game assets, icons, miscellaneous. You best believe this mugshot is not gonna be looking the same. Cool. It's still gonna be deleted. What the fuck? That's so weird. Alright, we're gonna ignore that. We're just gonna color match it the right way. Alright, what color is this? That. So that's index RGB 96480. Sometimes a sprite does do this, which is really, really annoying, but it is what it is. Wait a minute. No, it's still RGB. Fuck. $96. 646. Oh, perfect. They're still gonna be deleting it, aren't you? What the fuck? Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is add a foreground here. I know exactly what's going on. Which is very strange that this is going on. I thought so. So now we're That's very funny that the foreground just keeps on deleting. No. Let's start with the bright colors first. It's probably the best thing you can probably do right now. Oh. That's probably the same color. I guarantee you it's the same color. It is the same color. Okay. Shiba, you're such a pain in the ass. Alright. Do this. Now, let's take this. Let's try this yellow. That would work. That will work. Okay. Now we just want your hair to be a little bit longer. This is so remixed. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. So since this is blue, I have to change all right here. Do 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 do. This is looking pretty good so far. Hello, we're making, like I promised yesterday, we're making a new character. We're basing it off of Shiba. What's up? You came at the right time. So far, we got the legs, made her hair longer, and we're going on. I'm gonna give her a cape. I just don't have a name for her yet. But we're getting there. We are certainly getting there. No, we don't. I'm using Shiba as a base, unfortunately. So I'm just going off of what I have with her portrait, and we're gonna go from there. So we're gonna make a completely custom character. I just don't know what I'm gonna call her. We'll figure it out as we go. But let's get our sprite done, then we'll be good. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. So for right now, she's just a known character. I just don't know what to call her yet. But I was thinking about this earlier. What we're gonna do is just have her as a. We're gonna have Isaac's party be in trouble with the government, with the local knights. So she's gonna be a knight. So Isaac's party's gonna be in trouble with the knights. We just needed a foil for them after Mercury. Just gotta. We'll get to there when we get to there. I need to find out what weapon I'm gonna have her use too. All right. Yeah. It's gonna be a weird chain of events. So, the Greaves actually came from crap. I forgot what the enemy was called. Give me a second. The Greaves came from him. He's serving his purpose. All right. I just had to do some funky shenanigans with that. Okay, let's get started with the cave. Luckily, we don't have to do that much. We can just get rid of some of the purples. There's a lot of purple here. There's actually a lot of purple here. Fuck. All right. I need to like pay attention. What I'm gonna do here. Yeah. Yeah, like I was thinking about this earlier. Like the guards, honestly, they really didn't do much. They were just there as a show of force. All right. So what we can do here, we can still keep this. I just gotta add the darker sections. I just have to add like blue to them. It has to be different shades of blue. Yeah, the purple is gonna be way too close to Shiba. All right, so let's see. Crap, that's a lot of blue. All right, let's see. Let's do this. And this is good because this gives me ideas for future characters. You know what? Let's do this. Here's the big problem with this. A lot of these purples look so similar. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So what I'm gonna have to do is we're just gonna have to just toss in blues and just get rid of some as we go. I'll just try to match it as best that I can. Okay, this one's like a little bit darker. I'll probably keep some of the purple. Like this whole little section right here has to be a solid color. So let's add like a little bit of white right there. That works. Yeah, we got something here. Yes, we got something. This is looking good. Go. All right. How about let's give her a pipe as a weapon? I'm still debating because we have choices. Either the sword is overused. We're not going to use any of the staffs. So it can either be an axe or a pike. I'm thinking pike probably. All right. Add a little bit of light right here. Okay. Music died. That's unfortunate. Yes, it did die. All right. Let's see. The cape is looking really good so far. I'm gonna have to extend it though. Like we need to probably put it right here. Oh, I was thinking about that. A firearm though would be very interesting to do. As we know, the human characters are probably the most overpowered things imaginable. Yeah, as Briggs and Party have shown us in Moapa and his crew. Yeah, humans are very busted. All right. And I actually have to come up with an overworld sprite for her. All right, let's just to offshoot it a little tiny bit. Unfortunately, this is way too much blue right here, so that should be good. I can take a look at it real quick. Okay. Okay, this is good. All right. That's Gran Turismo we go. Need one bright color. There we go. This is so cool. All right. Oh man, this is awesome. I'm gonna have a fun time with this character. Okay. Okay, so far this is good. So let's move her a little bit to the side. Oh fuck. Now let's make her cape a little bit longer. It doesn't need to be that long. Actually, shit, kind of has to be. rotate this a little tiny bit. All right. Here's what we can do. Put that there. All right. Let's put a little bit right here. There we go. Okay, let me go take a look at it real quick. All right. TLA editor. I'm gonna try to extend her cape at least down there. It's very interesting what her backstory would have been. All right. TLA editor is loading up. Okay. What? What the fuck? I've never seen that error before. Error defining an external function. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. It's not a big deal. Very interesting. So, 129. Try loading it up one more time. Interesting. All right, my TLA editor is kind of messed up, so I'll have to restart the machine. Tends to fix it. Okay. All right, not a big deal. I'll have to just grab it later. So at least we have an overworld sprite, so we're good. All right. So here's what we're gonna have to do. So far, she's looking pretty good. This is part of the cape, so we're just gonna add this little section right here. Because like I said before, just coming up with the names would be kind of difficult, but we'll figure out something. So let's save this. Speaking of which, I have to do something with Mia real quick. Alright. There we go. Problem with it's not a problem, like their names, just overall character names they're weird at times. Like you have Isaac, Garrett, Ivan, Mia, Felix, Jenna, Shiva, Pierce, not including the out of the country names. Then you have should I do that though? Huh. I can just turn this all green then. That's not a big deal. Let me use I'll have to use, let me grab Jenna's skirt real quick. Yeah, like the like coming up with a name for her, it's gonna be so weird because you have like basic names, and it'll just have like a complex name out of nowhere. All right, so let's. So let's grab your skirt, Jenna. Thank God her skirt is relatively usable. Oh, actually. No, yours is weird. Yeah, there is no middle ground. So let's see. I'll just have to make this. This can work. I would just have to make this. I'll just have to make this green. This can work. Yeah, that can work. You're right. Get rid of that. Copy this. All right. Now, I have to come up with a very crazy, elaborate role for you. What the hell? Oh. Okay, there we go. Copy. Paste. There we go. All right, we got something. So this whole little... It'd have to go right there. All right, let's start painting. I can probably... Let's use Ivan's green. Ivan's green probably would work best. Yeah, Ivan's green would definitely work best here. I have way too much folders. Alright. So there we go. Honestly, this character. Gran Turismo. Such a chill vibe. All right. That's a great color right there. Good. Now that I think about it, if Isaac's gonna be for trouble with the government, we need to make more characters like this specific character. That section of the game is gonna be so wild. So let's use this right here. Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. All right, let's toss this one in there. Just looking closely at this, you would have never noticed, unless you had a program like this, how many like different color sprites or colors they use for these sprites. It's actually kind of crazy. Put that there. That's good. We'll use that for the duller colors. Here we go. All right, so this one has to be the bright color. Let's use that. Yeah. Let's use this green. I'll take a look at that. Okay, so now that I think about it, like Isaac, Garrett, Ivan, Mia, Felix, Jenna, Shiba, Pierce, Satoros, Minority, Karst, Nagashio. Then you have some extremely complex names after that. Then you have Kai. Oh man. Then Endora. Take a look at. I'll probably have to give her. I'll probably have to give her. I can just give her a common name. It's not a big deal. All right. Shit. So, yeah. But what's a common name that would fit a character like this? Alright. So for now, let's grab this. A Sarah. We'll just go with that. We'll call her Sarah. Crap, I just gotta find a good location for this. I think this is fine right here. Yeah, I think that's fine. So now, all right. Yeah, Sarah works. All right, copy, paste, move it up here. Let's reduce it a little tiny bit. Just to fill in the gaps. Perfect. All right, there we go. Yeah, this works. Wow, this actually works. All right. Okay. I'm not gonna be like too crazy with this. Like where we're at now looks really good. There we go. We got something. Let's make her cape a little bit. Her cape has to be a little tiny bit longer. Copy. Paste, shift. There we go. At least toward her. Thank you, thank you. Like this is actually, it's so complex and fun doing this. Okay. So now, grab a little bit of this, bring it, copy, paste. I'm very happy with the way this came out. That looks good. Let's fix her. We need to fix her hair a little bit. There we go. I'm so happy with the way this came out. Now, let's think of a weapon. I'm honestly probably give her the pike. Because luckily, Ghost Army. Let me go through. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Mm-hmm. I think the best thing to do here is give her the pike. Yeah, I'm probably gonna give her the pike. All right. I know what to do. has to be a little bit higher. Hold on, let me take. And that's the thing. Dark Dawn has the gunshot sound effect. I needed the ad hoc. That would be a very interesting concept to use. How long is this? Thank God you already have some available, Jonah. It's a little bit too much. Nah. It's an idea. Adhoges they're weird. I'll probably just have to take this one. Wait a minute. This one's probably the best one we can use. Okay. Pretty get something there. We'd have to add one going right there. This is where it gets really, really, really complex. Okay. What we probably have to do is get rid of some of these dark little sections. Just a couple of them would do, just to... My regular monitors are a lot brighter, so it's a lot easier for me to see. My screen over here is just not the best. We can use... Let's take this. I'm gonna try to get this exact one right here. Copy. All right. Okay. And we'll just put that on the side. We'll just reduce it a little tiny bit. Yeah, we have to reduce that a lot. This is looking good. How? Hold on. Whoops. It is looking really good. All right. Let's at least get the pike in there. Then we can actually figure this out as we go. Fuck. Copy. Oh, fuck. Because that's going to be distorted. I'll just have to fix that. Hold on. We're going to have to use that one. That kind of sucks. Copy. All right. I'll just have to fix any crazy imperfections with this. All right. We'll add this there. Oh no, I goofed. No. Yeah, that's fine. That looks good. That looks really good. All right. Unfortunately, I do got to get moving. So, yeah, it's already been an hour. All right. We'll do some more on this tomorrow, but good stuff. We got a new character. Calling her Sarah. The most basic name imaginable. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a